Hello? Holy fuck, I'm so sick. Also, hot take, but the menu looks a third as good as it did back in 3.7. I miss that Sirene menu. Isn't that crazy though? 4.0 is just on the horizon. That's like what, 6 weeks away. We'll be there, bro. We're still gonna be there for 4.0. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. First, what's up, Crib? What's up, bro? I forgot egg exists, not gonna lie. What a great start to the stream, bro. That's a really great thing to hear. But how you been, bro? You still play Lumion? Do you? Wait, why doesn't it say I'm okay? For a moment I thought I was live on the wrong channel. That happened one time. It actually kind of scared me, but alright. You actually still play it? No way, bro. You're such a chud. Nah, I'm playing. Yo, I heard that, like, I didn't even hear about it. I just saw that it was like a few days ago. It got taken down for a little bit. That's so funny. So hilarious. It literally end of serviced for like a split second. What was that about anyways? It's like April 2018 part 2. It did get taken down. Do you know why? Does anyone know why it got taken down for a little bit? Like, what happened to that? Like was it just random, or was there like a copyright kind of thing? Cause that's actually like, that's high key weird. I'm not gonna lie. If there's no like exact reason, it just happened. Alright, how many pulls do I have for Sparkle, bro? Cause it's not a lot. I'm gonna be honest, it's not a lot. So yeah, that's like what, 20 pulls ish. Let's see, 13. Okay, yeah, 21. That's 21 pulls because I just bought an extra 21 pulls for Sparkle or Sparxie, I guess. What's so great though is the fact that she's actually coming in the second half of where is she at? The new Sparkle is coming in the second half of 4.0. I was low-key, I'm not gonna lie, I was praying that she comes in the second half of 4.0. Because if she came out in the first half, that's only like, actually, let's see, bro. I'm pretty sure it's 6 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 weeks. 5 weeks away. But now that's like what? 7 weeks? I now have 7 weeks to grind up pulls. So honestly, I think I'll most likely get her, almost certainly. But now it's a matter of if I can get the E1 and the S1, or just the E1 or the E0 S1, I should say. My fault. I want E0 S1. Look, I got crazy lucky on the first Sparkle. Maybe I can get the same amount of luck on the other one. Who knows, bro? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Crib. Happy New Year, you, bro. Much love, my guy. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The new year already starting off on some bullshit. Let me tell you. So, I had a few plans IRL that I wanted to do. And then for YouTube, I wanted to start daily uploading. But the thing is, I'm sick. So, like, it kind of hurts, like, speaking. And this always happens during the new year. And let me tell you, bro. I got sick during December. I got unsick, right? It wasn't that crazy. I didn't have like a sore throat or anything. Like I was fine. The only thing was that it hurt, like whenever I would breathe, like my nose hurt, like as if I tried to breathe underwater. Like that's the kind of feeling I had. But that was it. That was literally it. And then like one day maybe where I had a sore throat. So I got fine for like that was happening for like a week. Then I got fine for like another week and a half. And then literally January 2nd, no symptoms beforehand, and just full-blown sickness. So I just got back-to-back sicknesses, so That's awesome. You know, that's cool. But you know what? I'm still on this YouTube stuff anyways. We don't care. We're still around, bro. We're still locked in. But unfortunately though, like sadly, that means like I've been kind of bedridden for the last, well, few days. I went to go see the fireworks on New Year's Day. Went home. The night after, I went to the convenience store at like 2 in the morning. I come back and then all of a sudden, like I take a nap, I wake up and then it's just, yeah, it is weird, bro. But it's also unfortunate, but hey, it's whatever. I'll live. It's not like I have like malaria or anything. It's just lame how that always happens. Literally every time during the new year. It happened this year. It happened last year. The year before, not really, but the year before that it did. But you know what, bro? We'll be just fine. We'll be fine. We're gonna be okay. Trust. All that matters is that I'm here live. I'm okay. So, dude, it really does hurt to speak, but it's fun. I like streaming. I always say in these live streams that I want to be consistent, but then like when you look, the last time I streamed was when 3.8 first launched, literally like 2 weeks ago, and then before that was a month. I really gotta be consistent, huh? I will. I'll be consistent for sure. Y'all can trust me on that. I want to do, what day is it today? Monday or Sunday? Okay, it's Sunday. Honestly, Sundays are kind of lame days. Like I don't really, like normally I don't have a lot going on Sunday. Friday and Saturday, yeah, like I don't think I can stream on those days. But for Sunday, I think it's fine. I might do weekly streams on Sunday, once a week. Maybe, depending on my new schedule, when I come back to school, when I come back to college later this month, I might do 2 streams a week. You know what I mean? Like maybe Sunday and then what, like Wednesday? It depends on what day I don't have class. But we'll see. We'll see, bro. Yo, this is kind of like, this is a little long, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? All of a sudden, I don't even want to use my stamina all at once anymore. Alright, there we go. That's good enough. It's time I started leveling up some of these relics, started focusing on the new Sparkle build. Is there a new relic set coming? Is there a new relic set coming in 4.0? Yeah, let me see. That voice crack, bro. Oh shit. Oh yeah, new relic set. Okay, probably for Sparxie. If not, then like, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. But it's fine. Look, at the very least, where is it? This set is already out. Goku at Livestream. Look, I'm gonna set it here. All right, let's enter the gacha casino. Let's see. Fire damage bonus. All right. You know what? Just take it straight to 15. Yo. Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Level this one up to 15 too. I'm a gambler. All right, now that's lame as hell. I'm not gonna lie. That's mad lame. Is there anything else with fire damage? Probably not, right? Yeah. And then for this one, I'm guessing I just want attack, right? I don't know what Sparxie scales off of. Thinking about it now, I should probably wait until that is a good start. That is definitely a good start. Oh fuck! Ah! Oh my god, bro. Alright. Yo, my throat hurts so bad. Yo, I'm telling you. Oh my god. Yo, I literally like, I drink so much water. Sometimes I'll go to the store and I'll get like 0 sugar Schweppes for my throat. Yo, don't put a skill emoji, bro. Stop. Yo, I almost just died on stream and that's how you react? Nah, but sometimes I'll go and get myself like 0 sugar Schweppes or water, it will help, like, especially the shrubs will help like temporarily soothe out my throat. But then like 10 minutes later, it just comes back in full swing. My bad. I'm playing, bro. I don't care. Alright, let's see. Crit rate. Alright, let's stop crit rate. Yeah, it's trash. Look, like, most people would be satisfied with this because 2 rolls into crit rate, right? You know, they're fine with that. But look at the standard that I've raised on my account. When we look at these Sparkle relics, 4 rolls into crit damage. 3 rolls. This was actually the weaker link relic, but hey, it's all good. 4 rolls into speed. 4 rolls into crit damage. 3 rolls into crit damage. And then 3 rolls into speed. And all of these, or a good amount of these, have effect res, so that I can proc broken kill. Hey, we gotta do what we can do, you know what I mean? People try to say that Sparkle got power crept, she fell off. Guys, don't be ridiculous. The fact that she's getting buffed though is kind of crazy. Like, I've basically just invested in Bitcoin, no? Like, bro, E3, S1, and she's already good. Like, she is crazy. Sparkle is a crazy unit. But she's about to go from being good to even better. Like, that's actually so crazy. That's mind-boggling, bro. I actually can't wait. I can't wait for 4.0. Let's see, Sparkle's getting buffed. Sparxie's coming out. The new world is coming out. Apparently there's a new skin for Ren Mei, but that's gonna be paid, so we don't care about that. Hey, look, Amphorius, I'm not gonna lie, like 3.x was kinda lame. The story was good. But the thing is, it didn't have the same vibes as Petaconi. But otherwise, the 3.x storyline is easily better. Like, exponentially better than the 2.x storyline. I don't think we can deny that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see 4.x. We're gonna see how Plan Arcadia begins. If it's gonna be a banger, if it won't be a banger, hey, who knows, bro? I'm guessing Sparkle's probably gonna use these, right? So yeah, let's do that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn off auto battle because I actually like playing Firefly. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, all right, it's all good. But like, Firefly is so fun to play now. She wasn't fun before because of the toughness bar inflation, but now that she's like an actual, like, properly functioning unit, so good. Okay, maybe not like good, but like fun to play, I'll say that. But she's decent. I am kind of surprised for the fact that with a 3, this is a 3, what you're looking at right now is a 3-cost Firefly team comp. And this, oh shit, this is what got me a 4-cycle clear against Sam in MOC, 3.5k score in Apex Shadow. Hey, me personally, I think that's good enough for a 3-cost team comp, but her damage right now is kind of dookie, but it don't matter. All that matters is I just, like, get through the weekly. That's literally all that matters, but I might just throw on Fine on instead, I'm not gonna lie. 6 viewers, only me chatting, that's all good. Look, normally there'd be a little more, but the thing is, I just haven't been active lately. I gotta get back on top. Once that happens, the chat will probably be more active. It's like when you look at my, like, the videos that I uploaded, Crib, it's like let's see, I uploaded one 19 hours ago. Before that was 2 days, 3 days. So like that's cool, right? Until you realize before then I hadn't uploaded in 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, then 4 weeks, then a month. Like, I'm not active right now. The way that YouTube works is that, like, if I'm more active, like, uploading, then, like, my stream will get recommended to more people. Like, in October, when I was streaming more consistently, I'd be getting, like, what, 10, 15, 20 viewers, and, like, a lot more people chatting. So, it's just a matter of consistency, my guy. I want to start off 2026 strong, though, and be, like, actually, like, active on YouTube. It's like I actually have made some money off of YouTube, like with my old channel. Wasn't anything crazy, but it was like what, 1.5 grand. A decent amount of money. That's not enough to pay rent, but like that's definitely enough to get me like a whole bunch of snacks from 7-Eleven. So hey, I'll take it. Yo, this skill point stuff is kind of crazy. I don't know how I just got one back, but I'll take it. Dude. Yo, it is so hot. It's actually so abysmally hot in my room. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't like the fact that HMC doesn't have her thing. Her ult yet. Can I fix that, bro? I don't know what's that about. My Firefly's damage is like brick right now. And Linkshot and Dahlia can't do any damage because of the fact that there's no super break. Alright, hit Trailblazer, thank you. It's cold. Yo, I'm gonna say this right now. It's mad cold outside. But the thing is, in my room, let me tell you, my room is not that big. It's like pretty small. You could fit like a king-size bed in here for sure. But the fact of the matter is, like, when it comes to like overall surface area, it's really not that big. And so because of that, my windows are closed, my door is closed, and I have the heater on, but at the same time, my PC is on. And so that's like two heaters basically, like double heat. And I don't know, I think personally I feel like this room is just a little too well insulated. Crazy. I was crazy once. Nah. Yo, did Linkshot's all just get cancelled? What? Alright, yeah. Alright, I just didn't deserve it, I guess. That's cool. Whatever, man. Nah, but anyways, like, that's already bad enough. But the other thing, sure. The other thing though, wait. Do I have that's a Harmony Trailblazer? Oh shit. Oops. The other thing though is that like the heat in the rest of the house is not as good as how it is in my room. So it just gets so like abysmally hot in here. It's so lame. But it's basically summer year round in my room. But it's all good. It's fine. We're good on it right now. Alright. I gotta remember to swap out this as stats. That's Chibi's like code. I only have one copy of it, so I can't make that mistake. I really gotta fix it, but yo, I just realized as well, this is one single weekly run. And it's taken this long. Holy. But this is my last day to do the weeklies before the reset. Oh my god, bro. Alright. After this, I'm gonna try this again with Phylon. It's probably gonna be quicker, but hey, we'll see. Maybe not. Question mark? I don't know. Sure, do that. Please tell me that's enough. Are you dead? Yo. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I'm about to get it right now. Anyways. So I gotta do my dailies. I might do a little bit of currency wars grinding because I actually haven't really done a whole lot of that yet. So I just popped Linkshot. Oh, never mind. It's all good. If I popped it a little too soon, that would have been worse. I'm not doing it again, bro. Once is enough with that team comp. Actually, let me see how long that took. That was 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Alright, let's see with Phylon. Do I want to go sustainless? Nah. Let's just keep it. Nah. I'd love to, but this fight is way too long to go sustainless. It's not gonna work out. It's just that's non-negotiable with a fight like this. Wait, Syringa doesn't have the thing on Phylon? Alright, hold up. Let me show y'all something. So, boom. Techniques should still work against weeklies. So let's see right now. We'll see. It definitely works in like the other stuff. Yeah, there we go. Type shit. I only figured that out like not that long ago. Like maybe like 1 or 2 patches ago. So like fairly recently. So now I can actually spam my skill points for Finon. He already has 3 out of 6 for his little thingamabob. So I just gotta get his ult going now. Oh my god, bro. It's already bad enough how long it takes to charge up Finon's ult. Oh, damn. Never mind. Alright. I'll take it. Look at his damage. People say that Sparkle needs a buff. Nah, 452 crit damage. Alright. 466 damage isn't bad considering how much defense the boss has. Like, that's literally most of its HP down right there. I'll take it. Alright. He still has the shield from Dalhong. Alright. I could counter, but it don't matter, bro. I only got 1 extra thing for the bounce anyways. It's not gonna make a difference. Alright. Boom 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 pow. See, like, that's like a 1/4 of his damage or his HP right there. You know what I mean? Look. This is gonna be way better than that Firefly team, even with the Dahlia. It's just so upsetting how people obsess over Sunday and as a result just completely slander Sparkle. She's a great unit. Like, in all honesty, like, no glaze, no cope. If it was cope, I would not be using Sparkle in the endgame. And that's just like real. Well, let me see. Does he still have the crit damage? Alright. He still has every buff from Sparkle, so I might as well just pop the ult again. Then, y'all are not ready for this. Wait. Oh. Oh shit. Alright. That works. And then last phase. Yeah, this is definitely better than Firefly. But I wanna see as well like how long this is gonna take. If it's really gonna be that impactful. I feel like it will be, like maybe like 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. Hold up. Wait, cause the boss is kinda low already. Yo, hold up. Am I just goated? Like hold up. Boom, no double bounce, but it's whatever, it's a weekly. It's not like I'm doing anomaly arbitration. Or God forbid MOC. It's kinda crazy how they have a whale game mode like anomaly arbitration and I still think MOC is harder. That is not good game design, bro. MOC is just horrible. And then Finon should take it out here, or not. Let's pop his ult. I feel like that's sub 4 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. That's gotta be below 4 minutes for sure. 3 minutes and 37 seconds, alright. So yeah, wait, hold up. W egg. Hey bro, what can I say? I'm just the GOAT. I defy everything that people know about this game. Look, bro, they think that characters get power crept, and I prove that they haven't fallen off. That's just the type of guy I am. To put it into like Pokemon terms, imagine beating like the Elite Four with like a Charizard and like starter Pokemon. That's how I roll. That's how I roll, bro. That's how I roll. Look, everyone pulled Sunday. I got them using Sparkle. And now, I'm reaping the rewards for it, bro. She's about to get buffed. She's gonna be better than Sunday. There is no way Sparkle is still gonna be worse than Sunday with a buff. A buff, my guy. I think that's crazy. I already think that Sparkle, objectively, is only a step down from Sunday, but whatever. If the devs think that it's warranted to buff Sparkle, then whatever. I already have E3 S1, so I basically just won the lottery. Yo, what's up, Jolly? How you been, twin? It has been a minute, I'm not gonna lie. How you been? Wait. Oh, I gotta do the technique thing again. That little gimmick. Boom. Boom. Alright. Boom. Now we're locked in. Can you unprivate your old LL videos? I don't know, bro. Let me see. I don't think they're private. I think they're just set to unlisted. But I'll see. Let me look into it. There's no way you're that nostalgic for that era, though. I was busy. It's all good. I've been busy too. Well, I've been alternating between being busy and being sick, but potato, bro. Low key. I can't blame you, bro. That was a good time. Here, look. Hey, Twink. Alright, bro. If I get called a Twink one more time, I might actually shatter you like glass. What's up, Salsa? Oh my god, I'm gonna break your kneecaps. Lamau. Yeah, it is. It's so funny. It is. It's hilarious. I dare you to do it. All right. Give me a few days. I got you. I'll take my time with it too. Matter of fact, I will take my time with it. Okay, so I'm going to stand this here. Let me see how big of a difference that actually makes. I feel like it should be fine. Free broken kneecaps. Yo. Type beat. Oh, Salsa, you're not ready for this. This is gonna be like, well, 373 damage. Okay, look. Normally that's like Jin Liu level damage. Until you realize the fact that this enemy has like 300% defense increase. Did you get some fight on Eidolons? I wish. I still only have him E0 S1. I gotta like... Man, they keep on going for like these... They keep on releasing... Oh, okay, I just really double meteored that. Alright, bro. Alright. But they keep on coming out with good units, so I can't like... I can't get vertical investment on anybody. Like when you think about it, I went all in on Finon, got E0 S1 and 3.4. 3.5 I ended up getting Saber and her light cone. Let's see. 3.5 I also got Ceridra E0 S0. You know, 3.6 could have been when I relaxed, but I wanted Evernight, so I I got Evernight. And then 3.7 Cyrene, and then 3.8 the Dahlia, both of which E0 S0. Alright, like they keep on coming out with awesome units, bro. Oh my god, it's newbie. Yo, what's up, twin? Personally, you should eat some food. No, I'm on a cut, broski. I can't. How have you been, bro? 1% HP. Alright. Okay. How long did that take? 3 minutes and 12 seconds? Alright. But yeah, Crib, if you're still here, I'm actually gonna start unlisting those videos, and I'll probably make a playlist and like send it to you. If you're down. Well, you twin. I've been good, right? I'm not trying to sympathy farm, but like I have been like a little sick. That and also been busy, but like I've been good, bro. Life's been treating me well lately. I'm not gonna lie. Look, life is definitely like when you get to college, it's definitely different than in high school. But it's not a bad thing. It just takes a little bit of time to like adapt to like everything being different. The fact that like you just don't know anyone and no one knows you. But life has been high-key crazy. I am not gonna lie. I see, yeah, bro. It's like I said, it's different, but it doesn't have to be different in a bad way. It's just like it's how you adapt. Man, college. I will say though, I'm like what? 3 months into college, so all of September is one. So like, I'm 4 months into college. It's already been better than all of high school, bro. Old man. This dude just said old man. No shot, bro. Nearly 2 years in college. I hate it. No way. What's so bad about college? Well, what's your major at least? Cause like, I have an easy major. Like, I'm a business major. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, some of my classes are just they're not hard at all. Like, I'm doing like 9th grade level math. It's kind of crazy. My first year of college was a fever dream. It's normal, don't worry. I think that's a good way to put it, honestly. It feels like a fever dream. When are you getting married? Okay. Nothing bad. It's mainly just the workload. I absolutely hate the workload. I can't blame you, honestly. Some of the people I know have crazy workloads. Like especially if you're doing something like an engineering or computer science major, then like, yeah, it's gonna be a crazy workload. There's other majors too that are gonna be hard, of course. But it all depends on what you do after the fact. Type B. Why did I just get a skill point back for that? But aside from that, college is so much better than high school by a long shot. It's honestly not even close how much better college really is. Like, you don't gotta deal with like egos or like teachers being on your ass or anything like that. Like, you basically, like, for me at least so far, it basically just gets boiled down to I just do whatever I want. And if I mess up that badly, then I mean, I gotta face the repercussions myself. No more petty high school drama. Exactly, bro. My high school was not that big, so it was. Let me tell you actually how small it was. I'm pressing 1. Hello. Why can't I ult? What? I can't ult. What? All right, bro. Sure. But let me tell you just how small my high school really was. To put it into perspective, my high school was grades 6 through 12. So it was 6 years total, like 6 different school years there. It was a middle school and a high school all in one. Regardless though, there were still only 700 students. So, here, let me actually... Alright. Did the game break? I don't know. That's what it seemed like for a second. But to put that into perspective, like, the actual like grade cohorts would shrink in size the more you'd go up. So out of all 700 students at my school, maybe about 400 to 350 of them were actually in high school. And they were like different like campuses for like the middle and the high school. So basically like the middle schoolers or the high schoolers would never see each other. So what I'm trying to say here is that basically everyone at my high school knew each other. Basically, it was like really small. That being said though, like the crazy thing, like as a result of that, like if they mixed the middle and high school, that would have been hell. It would have been hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I could deal with having to see like a bunch of like annoying little runs, like half of my height just running by. I remember when I first entered middle school, it was definitely a vibe, I'll say that. It was interesting. It's like really transitional though, like you're not in elementary school, but you're not in high school yet, so you're just like kind of an idiot. But regardless though, like anytime there was any kind of relationship at my high school, regardless of grades, everyone knew about it. Literally everybody would know about it. Let's see, when I was a senior in high school, if 2 juniors who I never heard once about, never talked to, got into a relationship, I would know about it. Like, that's how small it was. Like, literally, like, any little bit of drama would get blown out of proportion, basically. I hate this. Dude, I hated high school. Bro, what like when I was like trying to enter high school or trying to when I first got into high school, I thought it'd be like in the musicals, but it turns out it's completely different. That would have been a nightmare. I always have that one friend that tells me about the latest high school drama. Are they in high school themselves? Because if they're not, that's kind of crazy. You said that in present tense, bro. That was back in high school, right? Oh, your friend might be a pred. Alright, actually, here, let's see. They're like 1 year younger than me, so they're still in college. My fault. Alright. Oh, it was back then. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yo, I still have friends now who graduated high school with me, and the thing is, they're still talking about like high school drama and like tea and stuff like that. But to be fair, I live in like one of the most like okay, so I live in one of the most college dense cities in the entire world. That being said though, like everyone, like all of the like popular kids at my school, all just are at my old high school, they just go to the same college basically. Like most of them. They just go to the same university. And so those kids, some of them I'm actually like kind of friends with, not really like friends, but like acquainted. And they literally like they'll text me every week talking about some tea. About what's going on over there. I don't know. In college, doing this shit is kind of crazy, but hey, it's whatever. Look at this little creature, bro. This is someone's favorite character, by the way. Let that sink in. Alright, no, but let's go to Clara. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember my high school days. Well, if it's been a while since you've been in high school, then that kind of makes sense. But for me, like, okay, I'll let this sink in. Yeah, mods, just put him in the submarine, bro. Nah, but anyways, like, for me, like, I was like a half sentient creature before high school. Like, high school was basically when I woke up, and I just graduated half a year ago, so basically, like, everything about my life was about high school. Well, yeah, for some people, it's just gonna be different type shit. Can I get an attack piece with crit rate? Hello? Alright, let's just roll this one. Ooh, wait, that's kind of fire. If Sparxie scales with attack, of course, then yeah, we'll use this one. We'll use that one for sure. That's not too bad. Is this an omen, bro? Is this a sign that I might get lucky with my Sparxie pulls? Let me see what pity I'm at. It's gonna be like one, like 0, not even 1, just okay, 3 pity. Egg, tell us a high school story. Okay, Jesus, where do I even begin, bro? There's so many like stories I can tell you. Ah, okay. I'm not gonna lie though, like a good amount of my high school stories are just not PG. Like it's stuff that I shouldn't say on stream. But the longer you go in college, you realize high school is just random simple stuff. Good luck with your life. Thank you, Jolly. Thank you. I've already kind of like realized that high school really is just like baby stuff. Like high school wasn't shit. I already feel like I've grown a lot as a person since I graduated high school. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I've done now that I never did in high school. But high school stories. Let me think of something that I actually can say on stream. Bro, what can I say? Hold up. Okay, this one's gonna be one of the out-of-pocket ones, but it's gonna be kind of fun. We had a local predator in our high school. Like the kid was like obviously like he has some kind of like mental deficiencies, and like no one in my school was ableist, right? Like we just treated him as a normal person, and we actually tried to help him sometimes. But the thing is, like, he would never try to help himself. A local predator. So what happened was this guy would go around to different girls in our grade, like basically harassing them for like days on end before he would like move on to the next one. And then afterward, he would spread the agenda that he was in a relationship with them, even though he's never been with a girl his entire life. Damn, that's a start. Are my ears working? Hear me out. Look, so this guy, like I said, he harassing girls in our grade, and this really started back in middle school, like halfway through middle school, I would say. And so basically, he would harass all the girls in our grade, like specifically all of the Asian girls. Like I went to like an Asian school, so a lot of the people here were Chinese. But regardless, like he'd specifically go for like Chinese girls. And so they all rejected him. They all would like block him on like iMessage, Instagram, like social media, whatever, right? He would start to write them physical love letters. And it just got worse and worse as time went on because like his behavior got worse. And then he started to go down in age. Like he started off with the girls in our grade, and like I feel like most people, or a lot of people, would probably start to go up. Like maybe you'd go for the girls in the grade above. I would do that. I actually have done that before, but this guy went the opposite way. So he went for the girls in the lower grades, and it just kept on getting lower and lower. And we actually did report him a lot of times. And when I say we, I mean like literally me and probably every single popular kid at my school, or at the very least half of them. Like me, some of my friends, some of the ghetto kids, some of the popular kids, like so many different people tried to report him. And he did get suspended once, but it didn't go on his permanent record. And the school, like our school was basically, we went to a really bad school, like a horrible school. Like the teachers all had these crazy like power trips and stuff like that. And they just basically, I don't know, like they weren't having it. They didn't listen. So no like behavioral action was taken against them. That's awful. Yeah, man. And the thing is like, he's kind of far. He's not that far. Like let me check Google Maps real quick. Cause he's still in the same state that I live. But he's just like a little further away. So like to put that to like California terms, think of like Sacramento and LA kind of distance. Like that, like he's not in my city, but he's like kind of close. Like he'd have to take like a train or like a 3-hour drive to get here kind of thing. But that being said though, he's in college now, and apparently he hasn't, like he kind of stopped, but to be a girl is playing hard mode. I can tell, bro. Like you gotta deal with stuff like that pretty much on a regular. The thing is, like, he never went for. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but he never went for girls that were like conventionally attractive. He always went for like normal, average-looking girls who didn't really have like a popular social media presence and kind of kept to themselves. So really, like, I feel like he kind of knew to an extent what he was doing, but that's just one thing. There's so many other stuff, so many other things that happen. Oh, dude, yo, okay, so I can't say it, but I actually can't say it. Like the stream might get taken down. I don't know. Regardless, it's just too inappropriate to say. But I can say there was something that happened with me and this one girl, and it just spiraled into like all this kind of like crazy extra stuff. It was excessive. DM you what? What I just said, or about that predator? But yeah, like, oh dude, it was a whole case. It only lasted like what, 2 months, but about what you said about the guy, because there's a lot to it, bro. Actually, how bad it is, bro. All right. I'll DM you it, but dude, it's a crazy story. I'll DM you after the stream, actually, here. because I'd have to go in depth. It's a lot of work. But that's just for context, the kind of like wacky high school that I did not go to a normal high school at all. Like, it was anything but. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. But I don't know if there's any other high school stories that I actually can say on stream. I really have to think about it. Cause I can't say something that's like too wild, but I also can't say something that's too tame. Let me think. Oh my god, bro, what the hell is this? What am I actually doing right now? Yo. Alright, cool. Did we not get this exact event like half a year ago? No, like a full year ago, like 3.1. Bro. So this isn't even like an actual gameplay event. I'm just standing around and watching them fight. Boring event, I can tell. Dude. No. This is just a repeat event. Did we really just get a repeat event? Are you, yo. Alright, leave for now. Look. Here's the thing about Honkai Star Rail. Like, I don't care too much about power creep, HP inflation. Like, I just use whoever I want. If my old DPS doesn't work anymore, I'm not gonna cry about it. I really don't care. If an older support gets power crap, I'm still gonna make them work, right? I don't care about that stuff. If I'm gonna say that Star Rail fell off, if anything, it'd be because of these events. Like, look at these older events that we used to get. Like, some of them, like the museum, Boulder Town, like, they were misses. But the other events would be so gas. Like, think of Oromali, Ethereum Wars, Foxy and Tail, Critter Pick, kind of. These are events that I want. Like, proper events with their own kind of story. It doesn't have to be a fully in-depth story, but like, I don't know, like something like the Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant. Like, this is good. This is a good event, right? Like, I like this. It has its own kind of story. It's not that long. After 3.8 is 4.0. Yeah, 4.0 is the next patch. And, you know, 4.0, there was a leak that came out for 4.0. There's been a lot of leaks lately. Apparently, 4.0 is going to be kind of like one of these older patches where there's, or not one of these specifically, but like, there might be a main story for, you know, the new region. And then there could be potentially a second, oh shit, it's in my mic. There could be like a second story that's around like Lunar New Year. And that could potentially happen considering the fact that we're getting Yaogong releasing and, you know, we already have, you know, the Shenzhou and all that kind of stuff. Look at this little creature, bro. But I feel like it could potentially happen. There's been a bunch of leaks about that Lunar New Year stuff. That's all I want, bro. I want the main event for a patch to be fun. I want it to be something good and memorable. Like Ethereum Wars or Amali, they're memorable. Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant, they're memorable. This is not memorable at all. Chrysos Awu Championship, and then the other one, bro, the Awu firm. This is not fun. I'm just gonna say it right now. This is not fun. Yo, what's up, Gabriel? How you been, King? How you been, bro? It really has been a minute. Bro, it's been a minute since I've seen all of y'all. I'm really excited about this, honestly, for 4.0. Because, I'm extremely hyped for 4.0. The only, like, my only concern, potentially, about 4.0 would be the actual region itself. They didn't scrap 8.0 Star entirely. Like, they're still gonna be reusing a lot of the, like, most of the cast. You know, most of the assets, of course. But 8.0 Star was allegedly this, like, cyberpunk, like, Japanese-themed kind of region. If Plan Arcadia is, like, a city like Patagonia, then I'm fine with 8.0 Star being cancelled. Perfectly fine with that. I don't mind. I just want another city to come back to. Like, And Furious is cool, but I'm not gonna lie, some of the designs of the regions, I've said this a lot of times, is not that good. Akima might actually be my least favorite place in the entire game. I hate everything about it, from the music to the way it looks to the vibes. Good, I wanted you to stream for a long time so we could chat. Oh, I'm here now, bro. I'm here now, and I want to be more active when I go live. I want to be more active when I stream. Yo, my PC's lagging. What the hell? Yo, did I tell y'all the fact that I've had a virus on my computer for the last like 3 years? And I've known it, but I've literally just been too lazy to do anything about it. It's nothing crazy like ransomware or anything. It's just like, I don't think it's even active right now. It might just be dormant. But there's that. Alright, so what do we do? Especially Yanggong, I'm really sold on her design. Honestly, I would go all in on Yanggong if it weren't for the fact that Sparxie's coming out. And I somehow, I don't know, I got so lucky on Sparkle to the point where I became a Sparkle main now, so I have no choice but to go all in on Sparxie, of course, naturally out of courtesy. So, hey, we'll see. I'm so glad that Yanggong is in the first half. I get more time to save. Yo, do I have to click showdown every time? I feel like everyone is a Sparkle main. I wish, bro. You'd be surprised. Some people just have spite for the game. They see like the power creep agenda, and look, I understand not liking power creep. That's perfectly fine. But some people are actively fueling that agenda, and that's when things go south for everybody. The developers, the community, the actual fan base, the haters. No one likes that, right? Like, people are trying to force the idea that Sparkle objectively fell off, and when you're making excuses to validate that Sparkle has quote-unquote fallen off, things just get lame for everybody. I've been saying this for a while now, but there are just some people in this community that are just bad people. Like, objectively just not good people, not fun to be around, like, spiteful people. Like, a lot of these people are just not good overall as human beings. But, hey. So whatever, bro. Most people's favorite gacha is in Honkai Star Rail. They don't know what it's like being on the receiving end of the short stick. I don't got Sparkle, so I don't get the hype. It's all good, bro. Sparkle, she's good. She's one of those units where if you get her, you will max star the endgame with her. If you don't have her, it's perfectly fine. Honestly, that's about as good as it can get. There should be units like that. Nobody should be objectively a must-pull kind of unit. Hold up. Yanggong reminds me of Yun Li. You might be the first person to ever say that, and you might be the last person to say that. People just don't like uncomfy characters. People don't like when a character isn't #1 in their respective niche, and I don't understand why. Like, I don't want to rant too much, but I have been thinking about it lately. This all-in, like zero cycle, sweaty mentality that exists in this community never existed back in the Genshin days. It never existed in the Honkai Impact days. It never existed back in the 2023 era for Honkai Star Rail. This is a new gen thing, and I don't know where it stemmed from, where if a unit isn't #1 tier 0 in all 3 endgame modes, the #1 everything kind of thing, that they're bad. It's such a horrible mentality, and people will never enjoy gacha games because of it. They will never enjoy Honkai Star Rail specifically because of it. Yunli's a great character, yeah, but she was relevant for one patch, my guy. But if there's anything, Yanggong reminds me of like Kiana and Vita, like love child. At first, she just looked like Vita, but when you look at the eyes and the hair, you can really see the Kiana. The Kiana part. Refresh lock it, what? What? Oh, is this like the shop? Chimera locked. Okay. Wait. Just keep going, bro. Wait. You still have unused gold coins. Are you sure you want to end your turn? Oh my god, bro. So what is this, like Currency Wars, but Chimera edition? Alright, let me sell you that. Sell you. Boom. 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 Sure. You mean, what am I gonna use my gold coins on? Actually, here, these guys are high rarity. I want to lock them. What is Burrow doing? I didn't read the tutorial. I just wanna clear it. I just wanna get through the event. Now, Gong is female Finon, that's why I'm sold on her design. I can't blame you, bro. Like, when I look at Yao Guang, she does look like a little bit like Finon. But that's like the Kiana part. Like, she could, or like, not Kiana specifically, but like, she looks like she could be a Kazlana. A part of that family. And it's not just because of the white hair and the blue eyes. She just got that vibe overall. I might go for Yao Guang on like a potential rerun banner, but I can't get her now. I literally just can't. I'd love to though. I probably will get her on a rerun. There's plenty of like times where I'd have to like skip a unit now and get them on the rerun. Like happened with Lingsha, Fei Xiao. Who else? Is that it? How much pulls you guys saved? I got 21 pulls saved up right now. I just spent the last 6 months blowing my pulls on every single banner. Oh, there's equipment? Oh, hold up. Guys, I'm kind of learning. Yeah, okay. I didn't mean to. Oh, oops. Sorry, I'm back. Was just looking over the syllabus for my winter classes. It's all good, bro. Welcome back, King. The vibes I got from her is that she's a bit sick in the head, though. I could see that. I'm not gonna lie. I do see that. I hope she's like kind of crazy. Like, we need more like crazy kind of characters. Like, look at Sparkle. You get what I mean? Like, Sparkle is such a big contrast from the other characters in this game. Cause like, it's not every character, of course, but most of the cast in Genshin Impact and a good amount of the cast in Honkai Star Rail is just generic character number 87, right? Let's just be honest. Some of these Hoyoverse characters are kind of generic, right? They may have a great design, great voice acting, and that's fine, right? That's a good thing. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of them have the same mannerisms. They all speak like they're like geniuses, like the next out, like Einstein, all that kind of stuff. There's no crazy differences with them. Sparkle, on the other hand, is like crazy. Like she speaks like a mental asylum escapee, but that adds like a sense of realism to it. Like she seems way more like a real life person than someone like Hyacinth. You know what I mean? I like the idea that Sparxie is a streamer. I forgot about that, bro. She really is about to be a streamer. And I will say, Sparkle, old Sparkle working with a new Sparkle is probably the most Sparkle thing they could have ever done. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'll actually pay one of y'all to do this event for me. We really just want a whole year of Chrysos airs? Damn, dude. It just hit seeing all this now that Euphorius is over. This really was like Elysian Realm 2, but in its own way. Alright. Okay. I don't know if it mattered who I unlocked there. Even though the Honkai Star Rail characters all felt unique to me, unlike Genshin where everyone there is boring to me, honestly, I could not agree more. The Genshin cast for me is not... They don't hit. Like, when I look at Genshin characters, there are a few outliers. Like, for example, I think there's a lot with Skirk. I think Skirk is probably my favorite character. Either her, Capitano, Rerir. Those are some of my favorites. But like, I don't know. Most of the other characters in Genshin are just... They're just... I don't know. I don't want to list examples, but like Albedo... Sino, Nilo, dude, like even Chlorine. Like Chlorine has awesome animations. Like when it comes to like design, she's one of my favorites, like looks wise. But like she just doesn't stand out. That's just how most of the characters feel, bro. I don't know, but you just gotta like, if you're gonna be a character in a game with 100+ characters in the cast already, you gotta do your own thing, you know? Like, I also feel like there's a lot of overlap too when it comes to like what makes a character in Genshin as well. Like when it comes to like specific traits about them. Like there's plenty of like swordsmen and like warriors and stuff like that. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know. I did not just tune in just to hear you shit talk Albedo us over. Yeah, Asian, I did in fact shit talk Albedo. I don't like Albedo. I hate Albedo. He's lame. He's lame as hell. He's done nothing so far. He's a walking lore encyclopedia and still has not revealed anything other than useless stuff. So yeah, you don't know Ball? I'm fully aware of Ball. Look, Ball in Genshin would be Rerir, right? Look at Rerir, right? That is our go. Capitano, Skirk, characters who objectively are unique relative to the cast. They're meant to be outliers compared to everybody else. These are the characters in Genshin that I like. But we don't get enough of that. Rerir is not a fraud. I will say though, him being like the whole like, oh, I'm extremely overpowered and we gotta get stronger as the traveler to overcome him. That is lame. I think that's lame. But other than that, he's cool. Don't bring him up. I'm gonna bring him up. Like, you can't sit here and defend Albedo and shit talk Rerir. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense whatsoever. You sound sick. Are you okay? I am sick. I'm sick. Let me tell you. I got sick in December. I was sick for like a week, a little less than that, like a few days. I got unsick for like a week or two. And then on January 2nd, right, like just a day after watching, you know, the fireworks and stuff like that and celebrating the New Year's, I just got sick again. Tacky lame. But I'm still here, I'm still making videos, still live streaming, I'm still around, you know what I mean? So, it's all good, even though my throat is on fire right now. Aura loss. Okay. Aura loss. Hope you feel better, bro. Thank you, King. I love you, Gabriel. That's my goat, bro. See, Agent, why can't you be more like Gabriel? You gotta be respectful. Man, everyone is getting sick. This is like flu season, though. Like, this is like prime sickness time. I don't know, maybe that's just a thing where I live, but this is like the time of the year when everybody gets sick. Like, it's this and like September. Well, I guess September is only like freshman flu. Well, everyone got it though. It's okay, I got sick for 3 months straight this year. It's rough on everyone. 3 months! There's no way. 3 months is crazy. You should be happy with what you have. I am happy with what I have. There's nothing wrong with wanting more, but at the end of the day, you gotta be humble. You gotta accept what you already have. Build upon yourself as a person. This is such a horrendous event, bro. This is actually F tier. Oh my god, bro. Cycle 5. The fact that there's actual some level of competitiveness to it. Cycle 5. Okay. My winter break for school ends tomorrow when I go back to school. 6 more months and I'm done with school. Bro, 6 more months and you're gonna be done officially with the tutorial. Let me tell you, I don't know if you're going to college or, you know, going to the military, going to trade, whatever, right? Like, regardless, whatever you're gonna do after high school, I can almost guarantee you it's going to be better than high school. And you're gonna notice the difference after like a few months, probably. Like some people started off university, like me, like I started after, like right after I graduated. And for some people, like it hits immediately. You're immediately gonna be having the time of your life. But for most people, I feel like it's gonna be a slow burn. You're slowly gonna start, you know, adjusting to life post high school more and more. But what really makes life so much better after you're done with high school, it's just gonna be the fact that like you just feel free. No matter what you do, if you move out, if you stay in with your parents, if you're going to school abroad, you go to the military, whatever, right? You're gonna feel free. Fine on stand up. Wait, hold up. Did I just lose? Was that a tie? Are you serious right now? Did we just tie? I'm so done. Oh my god, bro. How can I see their rarities though? Is it this? I think it's that. Okay. So you're a low level, you're a low level. Wait. Nah. Wait, what am I doing, bro? Are you serious? Can I split you in half? Oops. Oops. Guys. I don't even have a full team. Alright. I'm so done. I'm so done. Alright, I'm gonna be heading out to go to my birthday party. Take care. Take care, King. Thanks for stopping by, Sosa. That's my goat, bro. My winter... Oh, I already read that. Oops. Salsa, bro, you gotta stop by more. You show up like once a month. To be fair, I only stream like once a month. Bro has dementia. Alright, you're the one with dementia. Cycle lost. Okay. I just lost an HP for that. Huh? What? Nothing. Alright, now I have a good team. Let me put these guys in the front too. All of y'all go in the front. Wait, what? Oh. Can I, yo? What? Oh. I guess it works like that. Alright. Yo, I might be a bot. Okay, let me take that. Can I take this off? Can I take the item off of him? Hello? How do I? Or just? I didn't mean to sell the whole thing, bro. I just wanted to sell the item. Yo, are you kidding me? I just lost the chimera and the item it was holding. Are you serious? Alright. Sure. Egg, have you been playing Zenless Zero recently? I have, but I'm not like... I don't grind the game. Like, I'm sure you know how I play gacha, or these like Hoyo games. But what I do basically is that like I play Honkai Star Rail every day. Like, I grind this game. I genuinely love the game. But then with the other Hoyo games, I just play for the story, really. Like, sometimes I'll do my dailies and like Honkai Impats, but that's about it, really. But with Zenless, I have seen some like the updates they've been doing, but for the most part, I've only been playing the game for the story for the last like 6 months, 7 months. But I'm not gonna lie, I think Zenless has been doing fine. I was just gonna ask if you can make an outpost so I could join. I don't know if I can make an outpost, bro. I don't know if it costs currency to do that. Because in Honkai Impact it does, so I'm assuming it would in Zenless as well. But you gotta join. If you're gonna join an outpost, join one that's like actually thing. Join one that that has like actual like active members in it. Don't join one that I make. I don't play Zenless at all. I just play it for the story. Can never play Zenless? Why? How come? I know why I could never play Zenless. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like... Alright, cool. Cool. But, for me, there's a few things I don't like about Zenless. Like, I think the jiggle physics are a bit much. New Eridu as a world is cool, but I prefer Honkai Star Rail's map and world designs and the vibes of this game overall. I really don't like as well the fact that Zenless just takes quality of life and systems from every other Hoyo game. Like, well, not Genshin. Genshin has zero quality of life. I don't like that game at all. But Zenless just, like, they don't innovate at all. At least Honkai Star Rail takes systems from Honkai Impact and they innovate. Zenless just rips them at a 1-to-1. And I think that's just kind of lame. You play like those mobile ads trying to rage bait you into playing their shitty games? Okay. Alright. Yo, I have a full team of... Wait, am I not... They're level 1. How do I level them up? Oh, you gotta like do the thing. Which I can't do. Alright. So I'm gonna sell this one. Okay, I have a full team of 5 stars. Is that enough? I'm gonna give you that. Let's give you that. Alright. I might actually lose. I mean, when I saw someone with an M6 Miyabi. Oh shit. But yeah, like Zenless, like what I don't like is how they just steal systems directly from Honkai Impact and Honkai Star Rail, and people just eat it up. They don't care the fact that it's just stolen systems and quality of life. They eat it up and they accept it, and they say that the devs are working overtime. Even though there is almost, I don't think there's anything about Zenless Zone Zero that is 100% original. Alright. Original. The 2.5 story was definitely a story. Yisheng Guang keeps yapping and saying the whole thing back and forth. Yo, let me say this right now. I only play Zenless for the story, but that being said, I am strongly considering uninstalling Zenless Zone Zero. I'm trying to be optimistic, but what I don't like about the story specifically is every single story update is just like... It's basically this. Let's say 2.3 for example. The big like tentacle girl came out, and then Lucia came out as well. What the story writers do is they give these two characters the most generic random backstory ever. They introduce these characters out of nowhere. We never knew who these girls were before 2.3. They introduced them for this story chapter, and then they never reintroduce them ever again. Ever. They literally just sell the characters, give up random backstories, and they call it a day. Let's take 2.1 as an example as well. We had the release of Alice, one of my personal favorites, and then who's the other one? It's Yuzuha. We never really seen these characters at all. Yo, alright, I'm done. We never saw these characters at all up until 2.1. What happened next is they give Alice this random backstory. Oh, she's a rich girl, but she's troubled. Yuzuha, troubled childhood. They force these random backstories of these random characters onto us, the player, and then they call it a day. Alice and Yuzuha have had almost 0 screen time since the version 2.1 update. And they do this every single time. I can't be the only one who's noticed that, right? Well, anyways, level storytelling, sorry for the shade. I mean, I don't really care. I don't play WoWa at all. But I've heard that WoWa's story is not the best either. They came back in 2.3 briefly. They didn't like give them like the focal point. You know what I mean? Like, look at Euphorius in contrast. What Euphorius has done, essentially. Now I know I'm not tweaking, right? I promise you this was not here before. This was not here before 3.7. I don't know, bro. I don't think this was here before. It's probably just setting up for more Euphorius in like version 9.0. But when we look at the Euphorius cast, look, like, Finon's main story patch was 3.4. That being said, he had plenty of screen time in 3.7, 3.0, 3.1, right? Hyacinth as well. Her official introductory was 3.3, but she had more screen time in the future. Cyrene came out in 3.7, but she had more screen time, plenty of screen time in the prior patches, and same with all of the other Christos heirs. But, exactly, Season 2 is significantly worse than Season 1. I thought that the Season 1 storyline was okay, it was good, it wasn't mind-blowing, it's not Honkai Impact story good, but it was a good story nonetheless, and I was optimistic about 2.0. But then 2.0, like, Wi-Fi Peninsula it just feels like Genshin, but in another game, if I'm being honest. And I'm not a pessimistic person either. Like, I like to be optimistic about all of the Hoyo games. Even though I don't like Genshin, I will say I think Noctry is a phenomenal story so far, and I'm excited for the 6.3 patch. But I don't know, Zenless, I just find myself having a harder and harder time doing the story for the game, and I literally, like, I crammed the entire 2.4 storyline all at once right before 2.5 came out. And I still haven't done 2.5 yet. I did the first like 5-10 minutes and I just dipped because I was already bored. And the fact that 2.5 especially is considered a bad patch relative to what we had before makes me really pessimistic about 2.5. Ever since they made Bella Wise go into the Hollows, the whole identity of the game seems to have troubled. Honestly, I agree. Like, the initial thing about Zenless and why it was special was, unlike with Honkai Star Rail and Genshin, the thing with Zenless' story initially was, you know, that the MCs are regular civilians, right? They had a troubled backstory that we learned about later on in 1.x, but they were just regular civilians. They didn't have crazy kinds of powers where they can steal temporarily the power of literal gods, right? They were just civilians. But they completely got rid of the TV system, and that's kind of what started like this trend of the game just completely stepping away from where it started. And I think the TV system in the main story was a bad thing. They should have gotten rid of that. But after that, every change that they did was just kind of harmful. Like, yeah, why are you going there in person? Exactly, bro. ZZZ is just Wua, but more jiggles. ZZZ is just Wua, but more jiggles. What a way to put it. Like, okay, yeah, not to mention how they cannot protect themselves and not burden for the other characters. Vivian is a prime example of almost dying because she had to protect them. Sorry for no, you're good. I completely agree. Like I feel the same sentiment. I play Zenless only for the story, so I want the story to be good the same way that you want the story to be good as well. And I saw that like you do play Zenless a lot more than I do, so like I understand how you feel. I agree. Like the story being this lackluster is kind of crazy considering the standard that they set back in what was it, version 1.4, like the Miyabi patch. That was so good, and then after that, it was just, it turned into a dating sim. Let me show you what the average Zenless Zone 0 patch looks like. So let's see, what is a good patch to use like as an example? All right, right here. Let's say Acheron and Aventurine, right? These two units came out back in version 2.1. In Zenless Zone 0 terms, they were never introduced at all in 2.2, or 2.0 I should say. They just randomly show up out of nowhere in the 2.1 story. We get 9 hours of Acheron dating, randomly 9 hours of Aventurine backstory, which we actually got, but that's a rare case that doesn't happen to most characters in this game at least. And then they never get introduced ever again in 2.2 or 2.3. That is essentially what Zenless is doing. It's just like, I don't know, bro, just randomly introduce a brand new character, give her big ass boobies, sell her, give her jiggle physics, and then never introduce them in the story again. And that's just Zenless. I don't know. I mean, I will say, like, regardless, I'm going to stick around for the game for at least until 3.0. I'm gonna see what 3.0 looks like for Zenless Zone Zero, and if that region doesn't change this Wi-Fi format that they've created, then I'm just gonna uninstall the game for good. I think we should look for the positives for Zenless, a multiplayer, free Zhao, free Jane skin, lots of Jades. There are upsides for the game, there are absolutely positives, but I think right now, especially for me, this is warranted. Nobody ever looks at the positives for Honkai Star Rail, so I'm just looking at the downsides for the other games right now. But there are upsides to Zenless, right? Multiplayer is fun, even though, you know, like I said, I think it's kind of lame how they just completely stole the multiplayer mode of Honkai Impact one-to-one and just implemented it into that game. They should innovate in their own way, but it's whatever. Free Zhao is a good thing. I will say that right now. That is a good thing. You cannot say that that's a bad thing. There's no downside to that. That's just free Zhao, free resources for her. Free Jane skin, good. Some people don't have Jane, but that's fine. A free skin is a free skin, and then of course, like you said, lots of Jades. Like that's good. Exactly. Even the Dahlia was introduced before. Like every character in this game, at least, has their kind of purpose. If I click any random character, Topaz, she was in 1.4, that was her official introduction, and they reintroduced her in the main Penacony storyline where she assisted Aventurine, right? Every character that you look at on this list, Jinglu, prime example, I don't think she ever... Alright, my fault. So, turns out I got work in like an hour, so I'm gonna have to cut this one short. Where is the audio? I'm gonna have to dip. Not right now, but like, I'm gonna have to dip in a little bit. Fell asleep. Nah, I'm not falling asleep now. Alright. But like I was saying, oof, work. It is what it is, bro. Like, for what I do, like deliveries and shit, you gotta have to, like, it's basically just random. But, like I was saying though, Jinglu in the story, at the very least, she had her purposes, she was antagonistic, she is set up for the future as well, and that's good enough for me. Bro has responsibilities, bro does in fact have responsibilities. Jade, another great example, gave up her cornerstone to Aventurine and assisted him alongside the other IPC members. Like, basically every character in this game has a function in the story. I don't know if this is exclusively just a Honkai thing, because both Honkai games do this. All the characters have their relevance in the story, but Zenless, they don't do that at all. Something else I dislike is how the story narrative plays itself almost all the time through the MC's eyes. Even the characters are always trauma dumping on them when they can do it without the MC. Exactly, that's another thing. We need other characters as POVs. I don't know. Like I said, maybe Honkai, maybe a game being a Honkai game just fundamentally sets it apart from the other games. But Genshin and especially Zenless need to start introducing POVs from other characters instead of just the MC and that's it. Do you imagine if the Honkai Star Rail MC was there when Aventurine was trauma dumping? Yeah, I mean it does ruin a lot of the immersion. It does make sense sometimes, yeah, but sometimes it doesn't. You get what I mean? Like, you gotta, if you're gonna make a story, it needs to be like an actual proper story. You know, have different characters and their POVs. Have a main character, but have some characters that are more important than others. And sometimes, you know, we don't need to be seeing the main character and their POV 24/7, right? In Zenless, there's maybe 5 minutes max out of a 4, 5, 6 hour long story chapter where we see other characters as POVs. Like, For example, in 2.4, it's just Belle. Belle is going out on a date with Chingy. Belle is going out on a date with Wise on some incest shit. Belle is going out on a date with Magus. Belle is going out on a date with Ye Shengguang. And then 5 minutes of Sarah and Aizen looking guy fornicating, and then it's just back to Belle going out on a date with everyone else, and it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, you know. They do it sometimes, but not frequently. Zhao gets introduced in 2.2, gets some time in each quest afterwards, and debut finally 2.5 with more focus on her. Zhao is a prime example of that, but Zhao should be the standard. That she shouldn't be an anomaly in that sense, you know. Even the focus from Ye Shengguang is what, an hour. I really do like her part a lot more. I don't know. I mean, regardless though, I haven't heard any spoilers about 2.5. Oh, like a 1:20 ratio. Oh shit. But like I was saying though, I mean, I'm gonna predict 2.5 right now. Who came out with this patch? Zhao and Ye Shengguang. I'm gonna predict that. Oh, we already know that Ye Shengguang has some, you know, tragic backstory with the sword, right? On some Miyabi shit. I bet you they're just gonna introduce a random tragic backstory with Zhao as well. They're just gonna do that. I think it's not fair compared to Honkai Star Rail, to be honest. The narrative in this game is just so grand and played long before years in advance. That is true, right? Like, I understand. This game fundamentally has a more epic and grand kind of narrative compared to Zenless, which is just contained. But at the end of the day, they're both still high-quality AAA Hoyoverse games, and these mistakes that they're doing when it comes to the writing of the story and the actual storytelling, just the story itself, actually, like, regardless, like, there are examples of how they can fix that. Genshin is the same as Zenless in the sense where it's all taking place in the scope of one planet, one world, but they don't make mistakes. They don't do it that often. They still do it sometimes in Genshin where they'll introduce a character for one patch and then never again. But look at Nod Cry. Nod Cry is one single region, exactly like Wi-Fi Peninsula. But regardless, all of the characters in Nod Cry are constantly recurring, time and time again. Varka is not coming out until 6.4, but he's been in the story since, what, 6.1, and he keeps on coming back, right? Let's see, Aino got introduced she came out in 6.0, but even afterwards, they continued reintroducing Aino time and time again. Same with Inefa, came out 5.8, but she's still back in the story again and again. They're not doing the Wi-Fi thing where they introduce a character for one patch and then they just, like, who is Yidhari? Who is that? To me, an onlooker of the story, this is just a random who got introduced for one patch. We never heard about her before. She literally was just there to be a victim. She could have been an NPC and nothing would have changed. She didn't have to be playable. She didn't really bring a lot to the table, and that's it. The 2.3 story was done. Yidhari was rescued, and we never saw her again. Ever. I don't think we've even seen Lucia again. I think it's I don't know. I understand Honkai Star Rail shouldn't be compared to Zenless the way I did it. But at the same time, you can make comparisons with Genshin more realistically and more, you know, closely similar. And you can see that still. Noncry has 5 years of lore from other regions to build upon it. Noncry is too good even for Genshin. Noncry is too good for Genshin. But at the same time though, Noncry having 5 years of lore from other regions doesn't change the fact that there's still a small cast of characters about the same as how much there is in Wi-Fi Peninsula constantly reoccurring. That 5 years of lore from other regions builds upon the lore and the story of Noncry, but not how they treat the characters of Noncry. You get what I mean? It's funny because the world building in Zenless on Zero is like 1,000,000,000 times better than Honkai Star Rail. That's true, but the actual story is mediocre mostly. Yeah, that is a good way to put it. Honestly though, even the Honkai Star Rail world building is not that bad. Like when you step back and you look at Amphorius, you don't like some people will say it's just another region of Honkai Star Rail, but like this does to an extent feel like its own world. Do you get what I mean? Like Amphorius could have been its own, you know, game kind of setting. You know, you have Akima as its own region kind of thing. You know, Styxia as its own region. Yenisopolis kind of. Ides Elysiae. You get what I mean? Honestly, I'm gonna say right now, I think Amphorius world building is better than TVAT world building. I'm gonna say it. Not just I don't mean that because of the actual world building aspect itself. In that case, Genshin's TVAT would be better. It's about how they present it, because Amphorius as a world actually got revealed in the main story. But in Genshin, if you want the world building aspect, you have to read collectibles, and that takes away that sense of euphoria when you find out something big. Imagine finding out, just for example, Honkai Star Rail is building a universe, my friend, not just one city. I get that, but what I'm trying to say is that in this game, it feels alive. You get what I mean? It does feel alive. Like every city here does feel alive. But you are right; they are building a city. They're fundamentally different though. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, like imagine for example you find out that Amphorius is actually a simulation through like a collectible, like a readable. Like it takes away that like sense of hype. You know what I mean? Like that big reveal, that plot twist. But I think that's just me though. To be fair, no one really gives a fuck about the Zenless patch the villain of the week. That is true. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. It feels like they just randomly introduce villains for one patch and then never again. Like, Isolde was such a great villain. Probably, currently, I think she's my favorite character in Zenless. But if they just gave her one extra story patch to marinate before, like, the big reveal and, like, the ending for her, I think that would have been, like, damn near perfect. Just for me, at least. They do not deserve her. The music of Honkai Star Rail does go pretty hard. It does, in fact, go pretty hard. We will say that. They did you dirty. That's all I'm saying, bro. They could have done so much more with their Orphe versus Isolde. It was peak. But just like with Isolde, though, I think Orphe should have had more screen time. Actually, you know what? Here, look. Because I'm about to leave in 15 minutes anyways, I might as well hop on Zenless Zone Zero. Just real quick, because we're already talking about it, and, well, the stream is about to be over in a little bit, anyways. Cause yeah, it's 5:45. I gotta be out of the house by 6. So let's keep this one short. When is 4.0? Okay, someone in my Discord just said when is 4.0, and then someone else responded with Manhattan Cafe. Alright, yeah. These actual creatures. Oh, by the way, we have a Discord server. Link in bio. Link in bio. All y'all should join. Alright, give me that sound back. I sort of started the Zenless conversation. Whoops, no, you're fine, bro. Look, even if we weren't talking about Zenless, I would still be concluding the stream around this time anyways. It's all good, bro. I honestly, like, I've been thinking about it. I think, like, this is the perfect time for me to talk about it, because I love yapping. I love yapping too. I love being, like, engaged with all of y'all like this, so I don't mind. But regardless though, like, I kind of wanted to make a video going over the state of Zenless Zone Zero story right now. But like when you look at my videos, like, I'm a Honkai guy. I don't talk about Genshin or Zenless or stuff like that. Guys, you are not ready for what my account looks like. You are not ready at all. Here, let's just teleport. Let's get out of here. Well, let's just keep this segment short, because, like I said, I'm on a time crunch. But Zenless as a game is cool. It is cool. I think there's a lot of potential. I love the graphics of the game. You could actually find like a review that I did of Zenless Zone Zero as a complete beginner, like a few days after it came out. Yeah, right here. My thoughts on Zenless on Zero as a complete beginner, uploaded July 8th, 2024. So I do like the game, but it's just how they handle the characters, bro. But I mean, I don't know, bro. Who else came out in 2.2? Seed? Was it Seed? Where's she at? Where's Seed? Which one's Seed? Seed. Guys, where is Seed? Oh, right here. One patch of her being story relevant, and then just dipped for good, right? Jane Doe, relevant for 1.5 patches, and she's gone. Astra, yo, relevant for 1 patch, relevant for 2 patches, relevant for 1.5 patches. Also Gunnar bait, like severe Gunnar bait. Check out my account. Okay, so we're doing account reviews now. Damn, alright. Alright, let's see. Where's Proxy? Oh shit. Guys, I'm only level 55 after a year and a half of playing this game. Where's the friends list? Did I get the monthlies yet? There's this too, like, guys, they just took this from Honkai Star Rail. And Honkai Star Rail just took it from Honkai Embeds. Alright, I did. Where's my friends? How do I check friends? Guys, wait, I'm not clip farming. I actually don't know how to check my friends. Is it here? Here we go. Alright. So right here, okay. Okay. E0, I'm guessing what, like S1 maybe? E0, is that S1? Nah. Okay. Like, this is Gunnar bait final boss. I'm sorry. Yidhari Murphy. And then you actually bought the skin? Yidhari needs it. That's what I'm saying, bro. What is this, dude? He's also ah! Oh, dude, my throat hurts so bad. Yeah, I gotta wear a face mask to work. This girl's too much. See, like this is just, yeah, bro. And the jiggle physics as well. Yo, guys, look at my account. You're not ready for this. So Alice, probably my favorite playable character. E0 S1, E1 S2. I think, yeah, E1 S2. I just got insanely lucky. Like, this is basically the Sparkle of Zenless for my account. E0 S0, E0 S0, E0 S0, oh yeah, no, E0 S0, E0 S1, yeah. S2, yeah, I don't know what happened like there, bro. The most Gunnar bait character today, Yidhari versus the most Gunnar bait character in history, Trigger. Dude, don't even get me started on Trigger. Like, what the fuck were they thinking, bro? They're so shameless. They're actually so shameless. Yo, I can't show this, bro. This motherfuckers wonder why I don't play Zenless, why I don't make videos on this game. There's your answer. Imagine if I tried to make a video going over is Trigger worth it in version 2.5 of Zenless on Zero, and then it's just her fucking ass jiggling with them tights on for like 10 minutes straight. I can't. Guys. But it's a good game. This is a good game. This is not the worst game I've played by any means. Stream gets cancelled. It's just Gunnar, like, just notice how the characters that I have like aren't like the Gunnar bait. Like Alice has like the Gunnar bait like skin, like her, like if you go down enough, like you'll see it. But like not Gunnar bait. She's kind of Gunnar bait. I don't know, bro. Not Gunnar bait. Guys, is this Gunnar bait? I feel like she's well covered. I don't think that's Gunnar bait. Is it? Not Gunnar bait. I don't think Ellen is Gunnar bait either. She doesn't have her ass all like hanging out at least. I didn't have that in the stream, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? Guys. Okay, no. That's too much. I think my favorite playable characters are actually just like the non-Gunners. Upgrade your talents? What's wrong with my talents? She's maxed out. She's maxed out. She's almost like kind of maxed out. Oh, well they're not maxed out. Like the characters I use the most are maxed out. Is these three? These are my two DPSs. Then Chingy is there. Look good. At least it's equal goonery. And I guess. Alright, well that's my Zenless on Zero account. If there's any non-Honkai game that I would start to make videos on though, from Hoyoverse, it would probably be Zenless. I would rather make Zenless content over Genshin content. Like, I will probably never make a Genshin video a day in my life. But I also don't play this game. Like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this. I'm not doing 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 this. They took this system from Honkai Star Rail. I only did one of these. Yeah, man. Do endgame for videos? Endgame for Zenless on Zero specifically, or just endgame content in general? Because my answer, depending on which one you mean, might be different. The last thing before I end off the stream though. Man, they could have done more with Alice though. I don't like how they introduced her in 2.1. She's such a little creature of a character. Like, what I like, both. Well, for Honkai Star Rail, I already do that, but for Zenless, I don't know. But anyways, before I end up the stream, I'm gonna go say this now. What I don't like about Zenless's format with characters is that, like, I like Alice because she's like realistic as a character. You get what I mean? Like, she's much more realistic as a human being, like personality-wise, than like someone like Harumasa. Like, no one aura farms as much in reality as like Harumasa would. Like, this is like aura farming final boss, and like, guys, she's not even that hot. I'm gonna be honest. This is just ridiculous. Like, they have like semi like realistic kind of characters. Like, I also really like Ellen because like she would be like a typical like hard-working like schoolgirl who's lazy kind of thing. Harumasa is a bad example. I don't know, bro. Alright, you know who would be a good the perfect example, bro? Fucking Lighter, bro. Lighter. No, like, I don't know. Like, this is not a real person, bro. No one. Like, he probably has a goatee too. Like, he looks like he'd have one. Surprised you don't got that A rank? Which one?
I'm at your disposal.
Which?
Wanna see the red scarf?
Do I not have every A rank? Wait.
Which alien
Wait.
should I use this? I'll give you a hand.
The furry.
No matter
The furry is an A rank? I thought she was an S rank. Oh, let me see.
or hiring me for a job.
Oh, no, you're right. She's an A rank. I just don't pull that often. Like, when you don't do the content in the game, you're not gonna have pulls. You get what I mean? You know what? Let's just end off the stream with some pulls. Let's see. I'm at a guaranteed because I lost the 50-50 to the cat girl. But let's see if I get Ye Guang. Y'all think I'm gonna get her? Because me personally, y'all don't know who I am. You guys view me as Egnerd. I view myself as King Nerd. I'm getting Ye Guang. Watch. It's just that easy. What can I say? Okay. Alright, yeah.